Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Max Scherzer. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Trent Grisham leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. One up, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
One out, runner at second. Here is Aaron Judge. Another solid power season. First pitch, not close. Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
And that one finds its way through. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
One down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
So here's Scherzer.
0-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And there's a ball. Swing and a ball hammered right field, going back on its way, gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His second homer of this series, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Giancarlo Stanton in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And another ball. Scherzer maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Fastball for a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Ben Rice getting ready to hit.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
First pitch just misses. Swing and a foul straight back. Now a check swing, but he held up.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Caught him looking for the K. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, the lefty on the mound for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And first offering is fouled off. Rodon ready. Here comes. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 0-2. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, and the batter is George Springer. That misses the zone. 1-0. upstairs.
No strike.
That one
Oh, that's off
missed.
the plate.
Just a few pitches in, but not very sharp on the mound in the home half of the first.
Boog, when you can score some runs for your pitcher in that first inning, you really want him to come out and shut that other team down so you guys can get back in the dugout and swing the bats. You've obviously got some hot sticks in the early part of this one. It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yeah, that's fouled off. Now. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Gets under and pops it up. And it's foul. Rodon fires.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A changeup missing, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Bill just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next to hit, Addison Barger. In there for strike 1. And a strike on the outside edge.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Volpe. And that will end the inning. 2 left on. We move to the second in Toronto. Yankees 3 and the Jays nothing. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Max Scherzer back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The pitch. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next offering upstairs. And a foul ball. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Scherzer gets the punch out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Next to hit, J.C. Esquera. Pitch is in there. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and it's 1-2. And misses inside. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Stays alive. Scherzer deals. And that one upstairs. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. 3-2 on the way. Fly ball down the line. Clase makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting ninth, second baseman DJ LeMahieu.
2 down, base is empty. And next for New York, DJ LeMahieu. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's deep. And it's out of here. 3rd home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. He swings and fouls one off. And now the 0-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 outs. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2
1-2
strikes.
the count.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Ground ball left side. Fires over to Guerrero. That takes care of Grisham. 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 2nd. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. Rodon back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. There's a swing and a miss.
James Kingsley working the
ball, 2
plate.
strikes.
Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success. Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. LeMahieu sizing this one up, and there are 2 outs.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Jonathan Clase.
Jonathan Clase will hit next.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Way inside.
Ball, that's in.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
Batting 9th, second baseman.
So digging in, Will Wagner. And downstairs.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's off the mark. Ball 2.
2-0.
That one drifts inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Clase, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's the strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
to second, and he's
Got him.
out.
That's an out.
And that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Singled and scored his first time. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And Judge spoils that one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting third baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Swinging a foul out of play. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Judge around second. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Max Scherzer is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute. New pitcher now, Yariel Rodriguez.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Stanton now. Fly to left his first time. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 on, 1 out. And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And they're all loaded up.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's a big power threat. Ben Rice. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Yeah, Big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Bases loaded, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Rice checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. 2 away.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Volpe now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air, right field, and that is Springer. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And the Yankees leave them loaded, but they lead it 4-0. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Will Wagner. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Clement batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
On the ground, 2 ball. Flips to second, that's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto. On to the 4th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Struck him out without a swing. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next,
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that one is in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kirk to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go, bottom 4. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Struck out looking his first time.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now batting, third baseman Addison.
Man at first with 1 gone. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that misses. Ball 1. Rodon sets and deals. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering is outside. Kirk leads off first with one away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Davis Schneider. He's 0 for 1. Way inside, gets out of the way. The Blue Jays down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Cody Bellinger. Rodriguez back to work. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Chad Green preparing to come on if needed. Brule also getting ready. Next offering misses down and away. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Bellinger goes. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And now he's falling behind Judge.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
There's a swing and a drive. Straw ranging back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, third baseman, John Chisholm Jr.
So a man aboard, and up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered here in this one.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly, soft ground ball to the right side, find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
One away with a runner at third. Tap foul at the plate. And that one got a
Timeout.
piece of him.
That ball got it. First base.
Up next,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Swing and a miss.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Rice digs in now. Fouled off. He was late. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Line drive, and it goes just foul. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
2.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Two on, 1 out. That just misses, and the count's full. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Digging in, Anthony Volpe. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Ball 2.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Bases loaded. 1 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yariel Rodriguez out of the game, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New arm out of the bullpen, Justin Brule.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So they're all loaded up. J.C. Esquera, the next to hit. That one's in there. Strike one. Chisholm at third. Stanton at second. Rice on at first with 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw. And there's the strike.
Well, these Blue Jays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Man at first, nobody out. The batter now, Jonathan Clase. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's in for a strike. That's down and in. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's the kind of call, a strikeout that just drives you crazy, man. As, you know, an opposite side hitter, you see that pitch coming in from that arm angle. You can tell just how far it is away, and you give up on the pitch. Well, that was clearly away as it finished off the plate, and, man, that's got to be frustrating.
Wagner stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. There's a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Pitch misses there. 2-2. The Yanks leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. That's downstairs and outside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. One left for Toronto. It's 5-0. Top 6. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Rule in his second season, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Chad Green, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. So 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. That one way outside, and now 3 balls and a strike. Line to left, and that's just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Now here's Trent Grisham, 0 for 3 in this one. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. LeMahieu gets his lead at first with nobody out. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That clips the corner. First first and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the sixth. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. His second home run of the series. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. It's not easy to hit a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate for a home run, but I think it caught just too much of that outside part of the plate. Maybe a little bit of a mistake, but he didn't miss it at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Justin Brule won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Chad Green.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And now Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that one fouled off. No outs, runners at first and second. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Swung on, belted. And that's a foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Outside low, and it's 1-1. And fires in a fastball at 95. To short, could be 2. The flip, 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now an 8-0 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And that's way high. Ball 1.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. And that drops in for a strike. That one just misses. And now it's 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. And they're on the board. It's 8-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Loaisiga also throwing. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
That one pushed foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Slider misses outside. And the next pitch is way outside. Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third. And he won a round. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 8 and the Blue Jays 1. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Green back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Green, a guy that features an absolute power slider, throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Battling here as he fouls it away. Center field. Straw has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it, that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation, can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
One out, runner at second. Here's DJ LeMahieu. And that one fouled off. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
One ball.
In the dirt,
strikes.
but kept close. Esquera leads off second with one gone in the inning.
You got this.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at second. He goes down looking. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. The Yanks lead 1, and it remains an 8-1 game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Devin Williams.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And now it's going to be Davis Schneider.
Designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
First pitch misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. And that's outside. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
I got 3-2.
Stays alive. And it's through for a hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. So up next for Toronto, Miles Straw. 1 for 2.
Miles Straw.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt.
Two to count.
This one in the dirt. Nobody out. Runner at first. In the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jonathan Clase.
Jonathan Clase next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And the 1-0. That's in there. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball.
The
2 strikes.
Jays with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Will Wagner. Right through there for a strike. That's outside. And the count even 1-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Stanton pulls that one down, and that's the inning. Blue Jays held in check. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 68.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And here comes Bellinger. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And another
that's
ball.
out.
In there at the knees for a strike. And that's
Ball
down
three.
and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Liner, base hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
It's Aaron Judge now. And Judge spoils that one. Bellinger on at first, nobody out. And ball one to Judge.
1-1.
That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-2. And that's too high.
2 strikes.
The Yankees up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. Double Double play ball to second. There's one.
Out.
And that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1's the count.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the eighth. Now it's going to be Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. That clips a corner. And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Fly ball center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Brings it in. And there's two away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all three swings.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. That misses. 1-0. That one missed. Just missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
That's in there. 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
The count is full.
Struck him out looking. Stepping in, Ben Rice.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And first offering is fouled off. That's through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Just missing there. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
And ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in the dirt. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the catcher, J.C. Esquera.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Volpe at second with 2 down. And that is out of play. And that one missing low. That one fouled off. 2-2. That one the other way. Slings it across. And that is that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jonathan Loaisiga.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. 1 for 3. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Yeah, his swing
Ball one,
is
no
so
strikes.
good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next
Ball
one
back
is off the
outside.
plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely,
One
if
strike.
he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bellinger sizing it up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Loisica goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Nicaragua. That's in there, and that's strike one. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. A little bit low, and 1-1. On the ground at first,
That's foul.
but it kicks foul. Loisica fires. Missed
Ball
with a
two.
changeup. It's 2-2. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, David Schneider.
1 out left for the Blue Jays. Next is the designated hitter, Davis Schneider. On the ground to the left. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees take this one in a blowout.
Start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.